Hello everybody, Tony T from TonySpace.com with our free college football pick videos here. And these games will be for Saturday. This will be part number 4 for week 3. We'll have 11 games. If you're looking for my best bets, check out my premium picks over at TonySpace.com. Click the link in the description and get on over there. And again, if you'd like more free pick videos here, click the subscribe button. All right, let's get this one started. Vanderbilt and Georgia State college football pick. This one goes off here on Saturday. All right, Vanderbilt 2-0 after their 55-0 home win to FCS Alcorn State. Commodores opened the year with a 34-27 home win to Virginia Tech. The team gained in that one 371 yards, 181 rushing for nearly 4 yards per carry. Defensively, they held the Hokies to 2.5 yards per rush, 322 passing yards on 34 attempts. Diego Pavia, 12 of 16, passing for 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 104 yards and a touchdown. Georgia State 1-1 after their 24-21 home win at FCS Chattanooga. They opened on the road at Georgia Tech and lost 35-12. Panthers gained 360 yards, 150 rushing for over 5.5 yards per run. On defense, they allowed 499 yards to the Yellow Jackets with 6.6 yards per rush, 274 passing yards on 30 attempts. Christian Veo, 19 of 34 passing for 210 yards and a touchdown. Veo had a good day in the win against his FCS foe. Georgia State run game is generating 4.7 yards a carry. They're getting accurate passing from Velo. Vanderbilt 10-0 the over in the non-conference. Commodores are running for 4.9 yards a carry with accurate passing play from their dual-bet quarterback in Pavia. The Panthers are giving up nearly 5 yards a carry on the ground and getting crushed in pass defense. Play Vanderbilt and Georgia State over 44. UTSA and Texas college football pick. This one here Saturday. UTSA fell to 1-1, a 49-10 road defeat at Texas State. The Roadrunners put up 318 yards, 66 rushing yards for 2.3 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 504 yards to the Bobcats with 309 passing yards on 27 attempts. Owen McCown, 10 of 23 passing for 105 yards. Texas 2-0 after their 31-12 road win at Michigan. Longhorns put up 389 yards, 143 rushing for nearly 4.5 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Wolverines to 284 yards with under 4 yards per rush and 204 passing on 33 attempts. Quinn Ewers, 24 of 36 for 246 yards with 3 touchdowns and no picks. Roadrunners have shown the ability to pass the football with 296 yards per game. Longhorns have an SEC schedule ahead of them, so I would expect Texas to build an elite, play conservative late, play UTSA plus 36. Hawaii and Sam Houston State college football pick. Saturday, Hawaii 1-1 after their 16-13 home defeat to UCLA. Warriors put up only 278 yards, 51 rushing for under 2 yards a carry. They stuffed that Bruins run game but gave up 272 yards passing on 38 attempts. Braden Shager, 25 of 42 passing for 227 yards with a touchdown and pick. Sam Houston now 1-1 with their 45-14 road defeat at UCF. Bearcats gained 286 yards, 67 rushing for 2.3 yards per run. They allowed 554 yards to the Knights with 384 yards rushing for 6.7 yards per rush. Hunter Watson went 9 of 13 for 82 yards and 2 picks. The Warriors defense showed well in their opener against UCLA. They're holding teams at 3.2 yards per carry, only 54% completion percentage. Sam Houston defense giving up 5.7 yards to carry with 67% completions. The Bearcats returned only 4 starters on defense. Play Hawaii plus 4.5. USF and Southern Miss college football pick Saturday. USF 1-1 after their 42-16 road defeat to Alabama. The Bulls put up 309 yards, 206 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Crimson Tide to 393 yards, 194 rushing for nearly 5 yards a carry. Byram Brown, 15 of 25 passing for 103 yards. He came off a good season in 2023. Southern Miss 1-1, a 35-10 home win to FCS school, Southeast Louisiana. They opened up with Kentucky and lost 31-zip on the road in a weather-shortened game. The Golden Eagles put up 131 yards, 5 yards per carry. They allowed 317 yards to the Wildcats with 148 rushing for 6 yards a carry. Tate Rodemaker, 18 of 33 passing for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. His game was inefficient last week against his FCS opponent. Bulls are ineffective with their passing game right now. 52% completions, 4.7 yards per attempt. The Golden Eagles are holding their opponents at 5.8 yards per pass attempt. Rodemaker is an experienced quarterback, of course, transferring over from Florida State. Golden Eagles 4-1 of the spread against non-conference. USF 1-6 to the spread in their past 7 as a favorite. Play Southern Miss plus 11. Kennesaw State and San Jose State college football pick Saturday. Kennesaw State 0-2 with their 34-10 home defeat to Louisiana. The Owls gained 204 yards, 111 rushing for over 3 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 453 yards to the Raging Cajuns with 257 rushing yards for 7.1 yards per attempt. Davis Bryson 7 of 13 passing for 93 yards. San Jose State 2-0 with their 17-7 road win at Air Force. Spartans put up 312 yards with under 2 yards per carry. On defense, they held the Falcons to 107 yards with only 3 yards per attempt. Emmett Brown completed 17 of 32 passing for 260 yards with 2 touchdowns and a pick. The Owls' run game producing 2.4 yards a carry this year. They gave up nearly 5 yards per run and very poor pass defenders. The Spartans defending well and throwing for 293 yards per game with very good 8.6 yards per pass attempt. Play San Jose State minus 18. Toledo and Mississippi State college football pick Saturday. Toledo 2-0 after their 38-23 home win at UMass. The Rockets gained 258 yards, 83 rushing for under 4 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 384 yards to the Minutemen, 125 rushing for 2.5 yards per run. Tucker Gleason went 8 of 23 for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. Mississippi State 1-1 after a 30-23 road defeat at Arizona State. Bulldogs put up only 292 yards, 27 of it rushing in the game for under 1 yard a carry. On defense, they allowed 412 yards to the Sun Devils with 346 passing yards for 6.1 yards per attempt. Blake Shapen, 18 of 28 passing for 268 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gleason, as a backup and a starter in his career at Toledo, has just been inefficient. Mississippi State has been strong here in their pass defense, allowing 4.1 yards per pass attempt. Shapen has led an efficient passing offense for the Bulldogs as they complete 66% of their passes for 10.3 yards per pass attempt, but he'll be Mississippi State here at minus 10.5. New Mexico and Auburn college football pick Saturday. New Mexico 0-2 after their 61-39 road defeat at Arizona. The Lobos put up 470 yards, 210 rushing for 5.5 yards a carry. Defensively, they surrendered 627 yards to the Wildcats with poor run and pass defense. Devin Dampier, 24-42 passing for 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He rushed for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Auburn 1-1 after their 21-14 home defeat at California. The Tigers gained 286 yards with 121 rushing for 4 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Golden Bears to 332 yards with 233 passing on 36 attempts. Peyton Thorne, 14 of 27 passing for 165 yards, a touchdown, and 4 picks. A lot of pressure on Thorne here after that. Auburn defending well, but holding opponents to 2 yards per rush, 6.2 yards per pass attempt. The Lobos, losers to an FCS team to begin the season, returned only 3 starters on offense and will struggle with the physical defense of the Tigers to generate first downs and points. Auburn 9-4 the under as a favorite, playing New Mexico and Auburn under 59.5. Air Force and Baylor college football pick Saturday. Air Force fell to 1-1, a 17-7 home defeat to San Jose State. Falcons put up 197 yards, 143 of it rushing for 3 yards a carry. Offensively, they held the Spartans to under 2 yards a carry with 262 yards passing on 33 attempts. John Bouchard, 720 passing for 54 yards and 2 interceptions. Baylor 1-1 with their 23-12 road defeat at Utah. Bears gained only 223 yards with 508 rushing for under 3 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 292 yards to the Utes, 178 rushing for 4.6 yards a carry. Daquan Finn completed only 9 of 21 passes for 115 yards and a touchdown. Baylor running for 3.3 yards a carry and it's inaccurate passing. The Falcons have defended and they're holding teams here to 1.5 yards per rush, only 51% completion rate. The Bears have lost 9 of 10 at home. Play Air Force plus 17. UCF and TCU college football pick Saturday. UCF 2-0 after their 45-14 home win to Sam Houston State. Knights produced 554 yards, 384 of it rushing for 6.7 yards per carry. On defense, they allowed 286 yards to the Bearcats offense, 2.2 yards per run. KJ Jefferson, 12 of 15 passes for 169 yards. He rushed for 50 yards in the game. TCU 2-0 after their 45-0 home win to FCS Long Island. They opened the year with a 34-27 road win at Stanford. The Horned Frogs gained in that game 450 yards with under 3 yards per rush. Defensively, they allowed 275 yards to the Cardinal with just over 3 yards per carry. Josh Hoover, 20 of 25 passing here for 267 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had big numbers in the win against his FCS opponent. UCF has faced weak competition. TCU defense been outstanding, allowing just 3.4 yards per run, 4.6 yards per pass step. Knights 4-6 to the spread in their road conference games. The Horned Frogs are 9-4 to the spread at home. Play TCU -1. Georgia and Kentucky college football pick Saturday. Georgia 2-0 after their 48-3 home win to FCS Tennessee Tech. They opened with Clemson on a neutral site, winning 34-3. Bulldogs in that game put up 447 yards, 169 of it rushing for 5 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Tigers to 288 yards, 46 of it rushing for 2 yards per carry. Carson Beck in the game, 18 of 25 passing for 242 yards, 5 touchdowns. Kentucky fell to 1-1, a 31-6 home defeat to South Carolina. Wildcats gained only 183 yards, 139 rushing for 3 yards per rush. Defensively, they limited the Gamecocks to 242 yards, 79 of it rushing, 3.3 yards per rush. Brock Vandegrift, 3 of 10 passing, just 30 yards and a pick. Kentucky is an experienced team returning 18 starters. Defensively, they're holding teams at 2 yards per rush. They are rushing for 4.1 yards a carry. Georgia 2-4 to the spread when they're big favorites like this between 21.5 and 31. Play Kentucky plus the 22. Colorado and Colorado State college football pick Saturday. Colorado 1-1 after their 28-10 road defeat at Nebraska. The Buffs gained 260 yards, 16 of it rushing. Though defensively, they held the Cornhuskers to 334 yards, 149 rushing for 4.2 yards per carry. Shedeur Sanders 23 of 38 passing, 244 yards with a touchdown and pick. Colorado State 1-1 with their 38-17 home win to FCS in Colorado. The Rams opened with a 52-zip road defeat in Texas. In that loss, Colorado State gained 192 yards with 118 rushing yards for 3.5 yards a carry. On defense, they gave 545 yards to the Longhorns with 355 passing on 33 attempts. Braden Fowler Nicolosi hit 10 of 18 passes, 59 yards and a pick. He put up good numbers in the win against the FCS opponent. The Buffaloes are running for only 1.7 yards a carry. They are struggling against the pass by allowing 77% completions and 8.5 yards per pass attempt. The big piece of the defense is out here with Shiloh injured in the secondary. Colorado 3-9 in the spread on the road. Play Colorado State +7. Hey, if you're looking for my best bets, be sure to visit TonySpace.com. Click the link in the description to get there. And if you like more free pick videos from all the major sports, be sure to subscribe and set notifications. And of course, we appreciate the like and thumbs up to help us out. That'll do it for now. Talk to you later.